So
Good
Gigi,
evening.
yeah. So we were just talking about her mummy's just got home from the hospital yesterday. Her mummy did. She had
Yes.
neck surgery.
Yeah, and she's told me like before, but my brain, and so what they did is they had to drill into the back of her neck and they put hardware in
Oh my
there.
God.
So she's actually doing really good though. Hi Teresa, hi Andrew. But she's actually doing really good. I went over to visit today and she was sitting up in her recliner and she said she feels, she's sore and has pain, but it's a different kind of pain than what she did have. So I'm really grateful and thankful that she's doing as good as she is.
I'm Hi everybody. Put your questions in caps, or at least put some emojis around it so we see them. We appreciate it. We thank you all for coming.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
we're gonna have a good one tonight. We got 3 live. Let me see. I'm gonna grab some cards.
So we probably shouldn't use the new One World Tarot without Gigi.
It's okay. You guys totally can. I was just giving you a hard time.
That's Gigi's MO.
It is. I mean, if I didn't give you a hard time, you would think I didn't love you or something.
Right.
I just have to be a little snarky, I mean,
You don't strike me as the type of person to give someone a hard time unless you're provoked.
I think it depends on the person, but like you guys feel like family to me, so that my family we're like that. If we crack jokes and give you a hard time, that means we like you.
And we bonded backstage one night too. After
Yes,
this was
we
over.
did.
Yeah, all 3 of us.
I mean, yeah,
conversation.
I am naturally like a nice person, but provoked, yeah, you get a whole other side.
Whenever I brush my hair, if I'm looking in the screen, and everything's backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I look rough, but I had a lot going on the last few days, so
I'm not tired, you guys. I'm yawning, but I'm not tired because I slept a lot last night. For the last couple
I did
days.
too. I went to bed at 7:00 last night.
Jeff, how do you make these bigger on our screen, on our screens on here?
Make what bigger?
Our faces.
Our faces.
Do we need to?
I don't know.
I know I don't want mine made bigger.
I know, I'm big enough.
Okay, I won't.
But I mean, you can, and you can just put me down at the bottom in like a little triangle, little rectangle, and smush me. I would take that over being made bigger in slats,
The camera adds 20 pounds, don't you know?
I think it adds more than that when you're as big as I am.
And it depends on how I'm holding my head.
Hell, it puts 50 on me. Hello, Jeff.
Hey, Delia.
So what's up tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow, Jeffrey?
Tomorrow I have to clean up around here. I got rid of a lot of stuff in here. I was compelled to because I feel with the political situation at some point we're all going to be on the run. So I've gotten rid of a lot of stuff. As you know, I have 1-800 junk come in, but I still have a little more to get. But I bought these off Amazon. They hold up to 50 pounds worth of stuff. So that's why everything's off my desk. And they're in
wow.
And they're not even like totally full. So I bought like 8 of those in case I have to go,
Yeah. Like a thief in the night.
Well, all this militarization and all this ratcheting up I'm wondering, like, because they're going to come into all of our states at some point. So,
yeah, they're already north of where I'm at.
are they?
Well, I only live. Have you ever heard of Camp Grayling in Michigan? I only live like 40 miles from Camp Grayling.
Is there a heavy military presence there?
Huge.
Yeah. Is it like a base?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
They have actual military training there every year. They come in. We have the railroad tracks goes through West Branch, and when his first term, I did a video one time. It took over 15 minutes of military equipment being shipped out of the north going south out of Michigan. 15 minutes of trains.
Oh my God.
And that was his last term. So, and I don't go out of the house much. I'm pretty
I don't
much
either.
I don't either. Well, I say I don't either, but this last week I have been a lot. A lot more than usual. So
The thing with it, it's like, to me, it's like, I don't know. I had a dream months ago that we're all going to have cameras in our home. Some sort of form of surveillance. It was a metaphor for, I think they're going to be able to look into our homes at some point.
I think they already do between our cell phones and our.
That's probably true.
Our cell phones are nothing but tracking devices.
watch me take a crap.
And then I wear a Fitbit on top of it, which is connected to Google.
Is it?
Yeah, and it's connected to my phone to keep track of my heart and all that kind of
They're
good
so
stuff.
immoral. It's just so fucking immoral, really. No one, and life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Not anymore. It doesn't feel like.
Oh, Delia, all of us hope it doesn't happen, but Jeff is looking at it realistically. I would rather be prepared and not happen than not to be prepared at all.
Have it happen. I mean, I guess, like, if I could move, what I'm trying to figure out is, like, I think I can pretty much work from anywhere. I mean, outside of this home, I don't have to be in Massachusetts, I don't think, to do this job. But I'd like to know at some point if, like, I'm not good at computers, so to move all my stuff around, if it comes to that, I'd like to know how I would do that. Move my computer around
And get it reset back up.
Yeah. Or if I can just take my laptop, that would be enough. I'm disconnected from the other one. And we connect to work through a VPN, and I've already gone on into another VPN because I'm already paranoid that at home they're looking at my internet stuff. So I'm sure they're probably in the VPN too, but I'm trying, to stay. But I haven't set up a Proton email yet. They say Proton email is supposed to be good for that sort of stuff too. I mean, in case we start.
I've never even heard of that. Like, I'm not very tech savvy and stuff. Like, that's my husband. Like, he does my camera, like, when I'm recording content just for my channel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can help you a bit, Jeffrey. I know a little bit about tearing down and reconnecting everything.
Do you?
Yeah.
I got so confused by it, whereas I wouldn't have years ago. Now I do, because my wires get tangled so badly under my desk, aside from my desk. And then I'm like, fuck. And then I end up unplugging something I didn't mean to unplug. And I'll have to call IS at work.
Yeah.
They're like, is this unplugged again? I'm like, yeah. What?
What is this? That would be me. I mean, and they'd be saying all these technical words, and I'd be like, you gotta dumb it down for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Your girl don't understand what you're saying.
Well, that's the thing is for me, it's like they get impatient with me because I'm like constantly, I never get rid of files either.
Yeah.
So it runs slower because I don't get rid of stuff.
Yeah.
But they make us so concerned about all of that, privacy and HIPAA regulation stuff that I don't sometimes know if by deleting it, it's just going to go out into the atmosphere somewhere still, so
Well,
for someone else's own consumption.
Your system that it's set up on through your employer should have it set up so that the emails are automatically shredded.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, they have a double and triple way of disposing of, and I'm sure that somewhere they keep everything backed up on a main server, but off of your laptops and your desktops, those they clean them. They should be cleaned out. The other thing is you guys should be shutting your computers all the way down.
Yeah.
At least once a week.
I
just
closed the lid.
That's what I think.
What that does is it
deleted. Yeah.
Yeah. What happens is it just slows your computers down.
Well, my husband, he comes in here and he's like, "Oh my God, you have too much stuff up here at the top," and I'm like,
"Yeah,
it's stuff I use though, so I don't want to forget and click out of it and then not remember to."
See, I'm an organizer, so I have files all over the place. All over my computer, I have notes, or everything is written out in order. And I've always been that way. When I was a little girl, I used to have all my stuffed animals in order on my bed.
Oh, wow, yeah.
It's like...
Oh, I love that.
My cousin did that with Hot Wheels. Like, he would have them, and he knew
lined up.
If you messed with it, boy, he would come unglued. You better put that back.
Well, Andrew's got a question. SR Kish has a question.
All right, let me get something. I'll be right back.
And then I see Rachel Tinter has a question.
Does she? Okay, go ahead and...
I don't know if she's on. I've seen the other two. Her question was already starred when I got on backstage.
Okay, yeah, Andrews?
Rachel.
Oh, okay, I gotta go there. I don't see her there anymore, though.
I see her on my... Hold on, let me... See.
Oh. See, she's not showing up on my screen.
Huh. And I'm not the one that started, so I have no idea.
Okay, so when you have them on yours, we have two on this one.
Okay.
Because somehow Jeff and I are connected in our StreamYard now. Like I can go into his, and he can.
You can see all my stuff on StreamYard, you guys.
Oh,
Jeffrey, have you checked out mine? So yeah, I can go and see all of his little secrets. So okay, so Rachel Tinfer, do you have a message for me?
I don't know one, but I mean, I guess we can go ahead and do.
We'll just go ahead and do Rachel.
What in the world? Why are they what?
Now that I got I've been curing these cards since last night. I slept with them in my bed. I always put them in my pillowcase.
Yeah.
When I get a new deck of cards, I put them in my pillowcase. I wear them in my clothing. I'll take and tuck them into my pockets or my bra. You
told me that you put your pendulum in your bra. Yeah.
I do. It clears my soul.
I had this vision that I'm actually developing right now. It might be for a poem, but my armpit has cleavage because my armpit has cleavage because my fat that comes down from my arm in my pit, it's the crease. So I was thinking of when I did my read on or I put up the part about the infestation or the infection of whatever it was I did. I generated some AI thing, and it had the armpit. It was so gross. And they did it, and they did it on vidIQ. If you ever get vidIQ, they did 2 artificial intelligence drawings of an armpit with cleavage that was infected. But then on the third one, they flagged it and go, this has been flagged. So when it's been flagged, I'm wondering, like, my ideas, are they being taken to someone else to be looked at, to haul me off to an asylum, or where are they going?
Yes, they're coming to take you away.
People don't understand what it's like to be us.
Yeah.
I mean, everyday life. I've always been challenged.
I'm normal for myself, but
that's what I say.
Other people's standards,
I'm not.
Probably
normal.
not.
I don't go by the. I don't beat by the. I don't go by the beat of everybody else's drum.
No, I'm definitely the beat of my own drum for sure.
Jeff, one time I was shaving in the shower. My armpits.
Yep.
And
I did that recently.
All of a sudden, I thought,
it would stop me from sweating.
Say what?
I did that recently, thinking it would stop me from sweating and skanking, and I don't have a lot of hair under my pits, right? It didn't help.
No.
I'm too fat, and I sweat more as I get older.
And so I'm thinking, I wonder what it's like if I was like 80 years old and trying to shave, and your skin is just hanging down. You'd have to go almost to the waistline, shaving your armpit.
Oh, God.
Now, why do I think like this? Where does this thoughts come from? I mean, I think it's funny.
I was telling you backstage about how I went to bed at like 7:00 last night. That's unheard of for me. And I had the same dream twice that, my YouTube channel was at 538 subscribers. That's such a weird, and I dreamed it twice. So I remember telling you I had to look up the significance of that number, to like, it's such an odd random number. Like, and I usually don't remember my dreams here lately, but you would be bald by then. I'm telling you, like, I only grow hair like in patches on my legs the older I've gotten. And my mom's the same way. She don't even have to worry about shaving her legs no more because the hair just quit growing. So I'm like, good.
I'm going to go ahead and read for Rachel because I've been shuffling, and I think I broke the cards in real good. Ooh. She got a 10 of Pentacles, girl. You got a 10 of Pentacles.
There's definitely something with money going on in my reading too, and it's kind of concerning, but yeah.
And then we got the 2 of Pentacles comes up with a decision. You got money, and you got a 10 of Pentacles, which is an abundance. But it could also be the end of something. And this card is showing family, but it's showing extended family, like grandfather, husband, mother, and, So there could be an inheritance coming in. And then you got the 2 of Pentacles, and there's going to have to be decisions made. Or there might be a battle over it because the Queen of Cups is going to be in there. And I think she's going to... Wow. It looks like she's got her foot on the money. The Queen of Cups sitting there, and she's veiled. She's got a veil over her eyes. But then the Magician.
Hi, Fatima.
They might want to make it disappear. But then you get the Fool card as the outcome. Hold on, Rachel. I've got to... Yeah. there's a money situation coming up, but I think there's somebody's gonna. You might have to wait or fight for it. And the magician is materialist. Is for some reason I'm thinking materialistically. What does the magician mean to you guys?
Oh my God, it means I got it too. I got it in the reading. I've got my
You did
card
too?
ready.
To
Yeah.
me, it's like the magician encourages you to use whatever is available to you.
And then the fool was the outcome. Don't walk away is what I just heard in my head. Let me pull another one, clarifier. Seven of Pentacles. You're going to be waiting for the harvest, but it's there. And yes, it's Ace of Swords. It'll come in, but it's illegal. I think it has something to do with an inheritance. It could be insurance. It could be a house. It could be a piece of furniture. It could be anything like that, Rachel.
I want to go. Okay.
Go ahead.
So I heard a couple different things before I drew these cards. I saw a paper cut, a splinter, not a printer, a splinter, like something that cut you. And then in the beginning you got the devil, and then you got the Seven of Pentacles reversed. I'm wondering if there was a job loss, or you want to leave this job, or they're about to have layoffs. I did get heartbreak in the back. I feel you're very worried about something right now, to the point where you're just waiting for the backstabbing or whatever to take place. You did get the Magician on top, though. There's something else that you're thinking of, a better case scenario subconsciously, but you're not connecting to it in terms of how you want to manifest it. You're sitting in this energy of identity and identity crisis. I think it's time for a new type of occupation, or if someone around you lost a job and they're kind of in your face about how miserable they are, and you're kind of lording it over their head, they want you to you need to convey to them how much more you understand about the situation than you do, because you got the Two of Swords reversed. You're at the position where you can make the decision about this, but it's still a painful one, because I feel like it's something you've been comfortable with. And then you got in the position the Moon, which on the other side of the story, there's this idea that I kind of feel like you weren't being totally truthful with somebody to protect yourself, but it's been too much of a burden to come clean about it. And I get, again, holding on to money, but I feel like the principle here is more about finding something that makes you happier, because unfortunately, there may be someone around you who's holding you back from doing something either in an arena or a profession dominated more by men, or maybe the office you work within is more with men and you have to become more assertive, or there's somebody trying to lord something over your head that you need to get past. So I would say to you, and the other thing I saw for your message was a bald eagle, but it was like an eagle that was looking all around. Look front, sideways, and do a whole 360, because I don't know what's coming at you, but something, Rachel, is coming to you.
That's what yeah.
Yeah, it's so funny because I got be assertive as her messages. So I also got Seven of Cups. So, you have a lot of different things that are available to you. You just have to make up your mind. You just have to choose one of the things. I also got opportunities. An important offer will be made. Be prepared and dressed to impress. So, this could be a job interview or, something along those lines. I also got Ascension. Your soul is evolving to higher states of consciousness. You are ready for this. So even when it feels like you're not, you are. And I also got lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. So, the veil is very, when you think of, people always say the veil is thin. Well, veil is thin. So I feel like you have gifts that you haven't even tapped into, is what Spirit is saying to me here as well, Rachel. And that's what I have for you.
Okay. Do you have any more in your chat?
The next one I see is Andrew.
Okay.
Oops, wrong one. I shouldn't be in charge.
No, you're doing fine. That's what you're doing fine.
What does Spirit want me to know for the next couple weeks? What veil? Yeah, right. What? Which one? I have to go ahead and take my glasses off. Sometimes I can read with them and sometimes I can't. It's so weird.
Andrew, are you exceptionally stressed out right now?
That's what I
I'm
was
getting all kinds of anxiety right now in here in my shoulders and up here in my neck. And I'm feeling like I'm jittery, like I've had more caffeine today than I would have if I'd been working. I would have had as much caffeine as I feel like you're jacked right now. Okay.
running on theme.
Wow. Okay.
A bit overwhelmed.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
A bit overwhelmed. It's been worse before, he said.
Yeah, I'm getting that sense here. I want to just say though, what I'm getting for you is this sensation that I don't know if it's an excessive need to do something before time runs out, but I'm kind of feeling like it is, because I got the motivation is definitely there. The Knight of Wands. You've done everything to set up this situation the way it needs to be, but I feel like there's stuff working against you. I feel like, because this came in the challenge position, there was either something in your family with Mercury in Virgo that was like came out of the blue recently and made you kind of rethink your loyalty to your family. And I think with this endeavor that you have, I don't know if you're looking to start a new business or you're looking to reframe your career. Something that you're trying to reclaim, though, is what you're sitting in right now before you can do it. You had a really rough go of it with either an offer you didn't want, or you thought more of someone that they would think more of you. And you got the King of Cups, so the bridge over troubled waters. You can stand in this, but I kind of feel like it's past the point of no return. I kind of feel as if maybe you've needed to walk away from something for a while. So maybe, and I know you're asking about the next couple of weeks, and I'm not being direct about that yet, but you got the Page of Pentacles too. So there is this opportunity for you. What they were telling me was you're getting in your own way, and within the next 2 weeks, the truth that you seek isn't really the truth. In other words, there's this expression, you are the truth you seek. Instead of looking outward for that truth, look inside for it, because somebody's either around you lying to you or trying to create war, or is totally ineffectual or impotent to tell you the truth. And then your outcome card, you need the healing, the Ten of Swords. So I feel like something tragic might be around the corner, or you've been through something. I don't know if there's any resonance to that. It's kind of negative, but that's what I get.
He said, yes, the worst I feel is behind me. I've let a lot of stuff go. So.
Yeah, now it's time to heal, is what they're telling me. They were telling me that Ten of Swords was about taking those knives out of you, or those swords out of you, and
Purging.
in reality, don't look to the outside for the answers. Look inward. It can be painful, and I think that's what that's about. There's something you know that you don't want to admit to yourself, is what I'm hearing.
Do you want me to go, Miss Denise?
Or go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Andrew, I have that you need to take action, and that is being backed up by the Chariot for me. So, Chariot is Cancer energy, so that would be the end of June, first part of July. But this is about taking hold of the reins of your own life, not letting anyone else tell you where to go. And you're leaving the city behind. So, in search of something better. Now, there can be twists and turns up ahead. Carefully made plans could be thrown out the window as major changes and interruptions surround you. Make sure you get lots of rest to cope with all of the upheaval. It's kind of like a tower moment, like you're being shook out of your comfort zone. And I also have inner alchemy is achieved when you react to fear with love. And then I got Star Brothers. Taurus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust for you. So I feel like it's a time of, like he said, of healing and making sure you're getting a lot of rest. You're leaving a lot of baggage behind. So, and you purged a lot, and now it's time to heal and let things be. That's what Spirit is giving me here for you. Thank you, Andrew, for letting me read for you.
Andrew, what I got is sensitivity, escapism, and sensitivity is what Spirit wants you to know. Because you got renewed energy coming. And you've had to resist your urges. I love that a cockroach. Because if anybody's ever lived with cockroaches, especially when in the South, no matter what you do, it's a constant battle with them, like having a dog with fleas.
They have been so bad this year too. Fleas
have been horrible.
Horrible.
I gave my dog a bath last night when Dawn dish soap, and I just put it on straight and left it on it to her for just like a couple minutes, and just kept rubbing it. Then I get it all rinsed off. Then I soaked her in baby oil because the Dawn would dry out her skin.
Oh yeah.
And I've had to give her so many baths the past 2 weeks.
Her mud baths.
Yeah. So yeah, remember when she went through the mud stage?
Yeah.
That was a bath every day for a while. And then so I just put oil all on her so she looks kind of slicked. So
yeah.
Sorry, Andrew. That's the risk of Saturday night tarot reading.
True story.
So you're going to be protector, resilient. Let me start over. All right, calm down. I don't even drink caffeine past 6 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but it winds me up. Escapism from reality. You're going to have stamina. I can't stamina. You get your renewed energy because the cockroaches are resilient. And so you're going to be resilient, and you'll feel safer because of it, because you'll become your own protector. And you need to hug yourself, because if you if you got no one else to hug you, you got to hug yourself. I hug myself because I ain't got nobody, or I cuddle with my cat. I pull her out. So time is precious, and it's don't waste any time on doing this because you need it. And if you can't get it from another source, sometimes we have to give us our own love when we can't receive it from any other sources. Jeff's using the pendulum. It ain't moving.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I don't know. I kind of feel like, based on the way the pendulum acted in the beginning, there was a slight movement and then there was none. I'm just wondering if there was something that happened that really is out of your control.
Sweet.
I have Miss Tarot D. It's the Ozempic.
Okay. I've got it. Mine's ready because it's going around in a circle.
I feel like there's stagnation. There's something going on here that he's not addressing.
That's what I got out of mine, was something that he's got to, nobody else can fix it. Gelly, can you answer these questions? Stop and center. Thank you. Gellick, are you here? Yes, thank you, Gellick. Is Andrew in a position where his spirit is telling him he needs to pull up his bootstraps? Yes.
Thank you, Miss Tarot D.
It could be something that's stuck and stagnant in his body, something that his body remembers, but his mind has forgotten. Like some kind of stored trauma.
Okay. Hi, Kurt. Now we go to SR Kish. Question for SR. When will she meet a love interest? Well, every day when I get up, I look in the mirror and I have found the person I love the most.
I love that.
No one else has loved me as much as I can love myself.
So, SR, I got 10 of swords for you. So I feel like it's a time that you know, like I'm hearing reflect, rest, recharge, and healing. Like a great deal of healing needs to take place because you also have a four of swords with the Two of Swords. So you know you've been through it when it comes to relationships. But remember, you are the high priestess is what I'm getting here. And those butterflies are signs of change and transformation and growth. And then I also got the hermit for you, which I really feel like, you know, meditating, healing again. Hermit is also Virgo. So, I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean this Virgo season, but it could be the end of August, the first part of September. Let me see if Ostra will back that up. Ostra, will it be the end of August, the first part of September? And I am getting a yes as an answer. But like I said, it may not be this year. It may be the next or the next, because you have a lot of healing and growth and change and transformation. And, you know, your knight in shining armor has been more like a knight in shining tinfoil. So I feel like you've really been put through it, and, you know, take the time to heal and work in forgiveness for yourself as well as others. And I feel like that will be really beneficial and helpful for you. Thank you so much, SR, for letting me read for you.
So SR, You know what? This is coming in for a lot of people tonight. The devil reverse came in. I don't know if there was a codependence, but I kept seeing someone with a fist, and I'm feeling like it was you. And I'm also feeling, and I heard the word bitch. If you say the word bitch a lot, I don't know, or if someone around you does, but there's this intensity of trying to find the exact right person.
Mm-hmm.
This is a wish unfulfilled, but it's more about like that one thing that went wrong. So there's kind of this energy of trying to reconnect to something that was in the past and trying to recreate it than there is finding a new love. Because when I saw the way the question was asked, I kept asking it to myself over and over and over again, like it was torturous. And then I got the Eight of Swords coming in for you, the energy you're sitting in. I don't feel like you're ready for this yet. I kind of feel like you want someone to come and sweep you off your feet, but at the same time, too, sweeping you off your feet means kind of suspending yourself to someone else. And I feel like someone fucked you over. But, you know, this came in the past where you were very happy, or at least you thought you were. And then this came in. I don't know if your family gave you an image of somebody that you wanted to be with, or someone that you've known for so long that reminded you of someone else, so that when it didn't work out, you're like up every night stressing about it. But if you're stressing about it, it could also mean too that it's about to heal if you just let go of it. Then the Five of Wands came in reversed for the energy internally that you're attracting. You're attracting either more abuse or you're attracting more of the same. And it's attracting energy that is not necessarily negative, but fives are about stop, halts, holds, and pauses. Really take a step back and look at this and see if maybe there isn't already someone around you that you might like. Queen of Swords reversed, they don't see you coming, meaning when it's reversed, you're the one in the power position in this relationship, or at least you can be. Judgment, the hope and fear is that you're going to make the wrong choice, because unfortunately, I feel like maybe you go more with your heart than your head, and sometimes when your head is telling you to run for your own protection, you might not. But I got the Three of Wands at the end upright, so something's coming in for you. It may be someone that you might be traveling to, or there might be a long distance relationship, but I don't get like the sense that Wands I read as months. So if I had to say, they're telling me 3 months from now. 30 days times 3, 90 days. So maybe around Christmas. I don't know. If you want this, I kind of feel like you actually have gone through enough to where you can take care of yourself without a man. But I don't feel like you always admit to yourself how strong you are.
Mm-hmm. And like the High Priestess also brings in a sense of calm and clarity, even though, so I feel like once she's purged and really let herself relax, it'll happen. Like when you least expect it type of.
Okay. Can I go?
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's right. SR, what I got is the Seven of Swords for you, and that is someone's been lying and deceiving to you, and which then broke your heart.
Mm-hmm.
And then afterwards, now you're at the point you've got the Two of Swords to make a decision, and the decision that I'm picking up is time. I heard healing. But then you end up with the Page of Wands, which is a message from, and in this card, it's a female messenger, this Page of Wands. And she's speaking out, and she's strong. And she's giving out a message that you need to hear, because the final card is the Knight of Pentacles, which is frugal. I think you need to be more frugal with your emotions, so that you can find the man that deserves you, that you really truly deserve to have in a relationship.
I feel like it's heart over head, and I don't mean that type of head.
Right.
I mean this head.
Yeah, the brain.
I feel like she's very emotional, in a good way when she gives it up.
She wants to be loved. We all want to be loved.
Mhm.
Okay, next. Do you have any on yours, Gigi? On your channel? Keep track of your channel too, because I don't know why tonight it's not showing on mine.
Yeah, Red Dragon is showing up as next, and then Ellen and.
Let me see.
Oh, what? Did I miss someone?
Sometimes you have to drag it down, but even still, I still sometimes miss it. I have Red Dragon LNR Play Love Remember with 2 questions, I guess, or maybe that's 1. I don't know.
I don't. It says there's 4. I'm showing that there's 4 starred.
Yeah, that I'm seeing.
Okay, so let's do red.
Great.
Any messages from my guides, angels, ancestors, or elementals, please?
Thank you, SR. Red Dragon. There's something you need to get more information about. You don't have all of the details just yet. I'm also getting 6 of Cups for you. So, it's nostalgia, it's your happy memories, maybe wanting to feel like a kid again. I mean, hey, I would love to go back to a simpler time, I have luck. A sudden change of luck is likely. Things are working in your favor. It's an excellent time for networking. So, getting yourself out there. I also have vision. Trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. So you have a vision, and it's like if you can dream it and believe it, you can achieve it. And I also have trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. It's like Spirit is saying you're never too old to do the things you want to do. And if you're always looking back like, man, I should have did that when I was younger, I'd be in a hole. I feel like that can, slow us down and get in our ways sometimes. And that is what I have for you, Red Dragon. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Hi, Kendra.
Hey, Red Dragon, have you ever loaned money to something or invested in someone emotionally and been screwed over? I mean, we all have, but there's this sensation here of like a philandering type, or that's the energy that comes in for you. The Knight of Wands reversed and the 10 of Pentacles. I don't know if it's someone in your immediate family, but I also saw the color ruby, and I saw like ruby. I don't know if your birthstone is ruby or whatever, but I got the 10 of Pentacles reversed. There's nothing here that's indicating to me that this is about money. The thing it's really calling to me is that I don't know if it's kind of the same situation like with SR Kish, where you kind of lay it out on the line before it's time. And I don't mean that way. I mean, like maybe you invest in something because you've been hurt. There's been regret involved. And then you were sitting in this false sense of partnership with somebody or connection with somebody, and it was an illusion. It's some type of illusion, and I think what I'm hearing is there was some sort of element of fraud or cheating involved. Someone cheated on you, I think, or you cheated on them or something, because this came in, and this, when the 6 of Pentacles comes in, it's charity, but normally in the Rider Waite, you're giving the money to the wrong person when it's upright, when you should be giving it to someone else. But when it's reversed, it's the embellishment of that. It's total fraud. Someone misrepresented themselves to you, and you were completely, the way people saw you, they thought they could take advantage of you because you were out of your sovereignty, and you're kind of still that way right now. 8 of Pentacles reversed is laziness. There's a certain lethargy because I don't think you want to put yourself out there again just to get hurt. And your guides are also telling me something about this need. There's one of your guides is your father, and he's telling me something. If it's him or if it's somebody else, I don't know. They're telling me something about things can't be as perfect as they were, and even if they were only perfect for like a very short time. King of Swords came in reversed. They're telling me that he's telling me that, well, the deception wasn't as bad as the way it was done. Like the way the knife was stuck in the back, and then it gave you a lot more insight and a lot more. And this can also be about your stomach. I don't know if you've ever had stomach issues, but I kind of feel like you're more guarded than before. And you're also in a position where you also have started something where you're writing more, because they showed me one of those old time stilo pens that like were ink pens. So I don't know what that means, but they're telling me that you need to write. I don't know why they're telling me you need to have the stone ruby. And then they're telling me about you need to accept that even if it was perfect for a fleeting time, it's hurting you to think about that fleeting time, even in its happiness, because it's not going to be replicated. That's what I have for you.
And it's like Jeff pulled my cards because I ended up with the King of Swords. Then I ended up with the Three of Pentacles reversed. And I know Dr. Lena doesn't read her cards reversed.
Oh.
But I do read them reversed. So, but she just doesn't. And so the Three of Pentacles, it's something like there was multiple people involved. And you had a loss from it, because then you ended up with the Five of Wands. You guys had a big battle. And the Queen of Swords, so I don't know if the Queen of Swords could be you. And then there was the King of Cups also involved. So what I'm showing is that you had many people involved in this battle. There was two men and yourself with a battle, and it looked like there was a loss. Pentacles can also be health-wise, but it was a financial loss is what I just heard. And for a clarifier, then I end up with the Emperor. Yikes. And the Page of Swords, it was on the bottom. So, Page of Swords is you got a message, not good, swinging, fighting, because you could see he's swinging his sword, and it's like, so you just either got out of a very messy breakup or business dealing of some kind. It was a breakup of some kind, because I don't know what we're reading on, other than you. So that's all I got. Message from Spirit, Ellen R.
Ellen, I got that there is something better for you. So, and then the King of Cups came out. So, I don't know if you're a single Pringle or if you're looking to mingle, but, the King of Cups is emotionally mature, emotionally strong, a wise person, a loving, a nurturing, giving person. So, maybe that's what you're wanting to attract. You have personal riches. Small successes are likely now, and bigger ones are on the way. Finances could improve dramatically, but avoid get-rich schemes. So if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And we have freedom. Follow your heart and nurture your soul with love and freedom to grow. So I feel like you're moving forward in a big way. And you have karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. So, yeah, right. And I mean, I feel like, because the karmic relationships in your past, and now you're like, you know what, if I do attract a man, I want him to be, emotionally available, emotionally mature, and, you know, love me in the right way, in the way that I deserve. And, you're just saying there is definitely something better. So your better days are ahead of you. And that is what I have for you, Ellen. Thank you so much for letting me read for you.
So, Ellen, a few things came in here, and I'm going to explain it. Have you recently had to call someone out again? I know I've talked to you, I think, about this before, about calling bullshit on something, which you do readily, okay? But I kind of feel like you've had to call someone out, and it actually kind of hurt you to do it, because you don't, most of the time you can call a spade, but in this particular instance, it kind of hurt to do it. And they also showed me too, and I don't know why your angels or your guides were showing me this, but it was like a Thanksgiving wishbone, and you drew the shit end of the stick, or the shorter stick. So you got the high priestess coming in. There is this recognition of something lately that is clear to you that hasn't been in the past. And I think too, with the Page of Pentacles coming in, you had to call bullshit on something because it was corruption. There was some element of corruption here that not where people around you were reticent or loath to do anything about it. And your guides, when they brought in the Temperance card, discretion isn't the better part of valor, is what my angels are telling your angels, or your angels are telling me, that you realize something, that holding stuff back is no longer good for you. And I'm also getting something about someone's liver around you, because I got the Nine of Wands reversed in the past. I don't know if someone's liver, or someone had renal failure or liver failure. And then it's funny, you got Judgment too, coming in here as the hope and fear. This was the scenario where you didn't want to actually admit something, but out of codependence or repeating something chronically, this is something you continued to do to enable something or some situation that you could no longer enable, because it left you out in the cold, and there was nothing left to gamble, nothing left to try, nothing that ever worked to save it. And then with the Nine of Cups that was on top, it was almost perfect. And as you keep going over it in your head until you realized, I need a clean slate, I need to start again. And then with the Eight of Cups, the difficult part was like realizing, and Spirit's telling me this, there's a difference between walking away because you need to protect yourself versus not wanting to take the responsibility. I'm hearing you had to protect yourself in this situation. And then you got the King of Cups coming in. I don't know if it's your father or who's trying to talk to me, or if it's something more about the imperfection of being an empath and not being able to always get your point across to people, because I kind of feel that way.
She did say something about her mother having liver cancer many, many years ago. And if you were going way in the past, yes, there was a relationship where I put up with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I saw someone's Ellen, I'm going to be honest with you. I've been studying the cards for what their health meanings are. And the Nine of Wands, when it is reversed, in the Rider-Waite, you've seen it where they're pulling the thing or whatever. It is about the liver, believe it or not. So it's textbook. That was textbook. But I want to just say there were two things coming in, and I don't know who was talking to me, but there's something way back in the past where, like, yeah, you said it. There was a lot of shit. I've grown a lot since then. So I don't think you want like to hurt people, but I think you've had to put up certain barriers because in the past something repeated itself that you learned from about yourself. And so you had to save yourself or you weren't going to exist the way you wanted to. That's all I have for you.
Ellen, I pulled the Four of Swords in the first position. This is with your current situation. You need to take a break and recharge to deal with what it is that you're dealing with at work. Because in the next position, you got the Seven of Wands, which is your problematic, which is covering your problem at work. You need to stand and protect your
You're welcome, Ellen.
position. Yeah, you need to protect your position and stand your ground. Because the victory, you will achieve victory. Because then you got the Six of Wands that came up on moving forward. So whatever is going on, you need to fight it because you will win. A path, be ready for a new path. You got the Four of Cups reversed. Get ready for something new that's coming into your life because then you got the High Priest as the outcome, which is a possible outcome. It's so difficult to keep quiet. And let me pull a clarifier on that because all of a sudden I heard, sometimes in my head what I heard was, sometimes it's just so hard to stay quiet when you're seeing something wrong, but if you say anything, you're held as the instigator. That's what I came with on that. And then I got the Temperance, my balance and harmony at the end. So I got a feeling whatever it is that you're dealing with, it's best to just let it go or let it do it on its own. Let it come out on its own. Because if you bring it out, I think they'll hold it against you.
Yeah, my pendulum is going in a circle here, but I don't feel what my guides are telling me was that I asked first if it was your mother or your father talking to me. I don't know if your mother is still alive, but I kind of feel like she talks to you a lot. And that's who was speaking to me. But what Denise just said, you're really tearing yourself up about something here. And you do need to stand your ground a little bit more because nothing is going to change this. It's going like in a circle. Like so badly. Look at this.
Yeah. Wow, that's huge. That's really saying it. Yeah.
Isn't that insane?
I just get this feeling that, because I've been when I used to work in offices, when I was younger, I would say shit because it was who I am and I shouldn't have. I should have just kept my mouth shut. Relationships, whatever, So play, love, and remember. I'd like a message from my guides. Then she put in, question, do my guides think I'm ready to do what they'd like me to do, please? And I have to go get my dog, so I'll be right back.
What are we doing first? All right, so.
I got you're ready. As the first card, and you're the Queen of Wands. So the Queen of Wands she takes action, she goes after what she wants. And I also got reinvent yourself. A transformation is taking place. Enjoy a new lease on life. I also got magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique. But most importantly, you are enough. And then I got deep cellular healing. I'm not sure how to Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. I'm not sure how to say that. Maybe that's Arcturus. Names be hard for me sometimes. But I have. you, PLR. Thank you. Ellen says she keeps her head down at work. She just does her work. She's retiring early and feels no need to take a strong position on anything at work.
Yeah, because the cards were saying that, just let it go.
Right.
It's
not
what do they call that? What do they call it
fighting over or anything, you know?
when you got the last few months to go in something? It's just like let it skate. Just show up and collect that paycheck.
And sometimes it feels like when you're closer to the end, like it drags more too.
Oh yeah, and everything irritates you even more.
Thank you for letting me read for you, PLR.
So, PLR, I don't know if you ever acted in high school, but they showed me a stage, and they showed me like a stage of an old like colonial play. I don't necessarily know either if this life for you is what my spirit guides told me is a dry run or a dress rehearsal for the next life. But even though it is, and you're going to be coming back, you're not supposed to be waiting, because I don't know if there was a man that you were dependent on for money, or they abused you as far as they were concerned, controlling the purse strings. But they were supposed to be your everything, and unfortunately, they were everything but that. But you went to your mother for a lot of, for a lot of help. So it could have been a father-mother dynamic that was bad. In the past, the Ten of Swords, and the Ace of Wands came in. There's something in your subconscious right now that you're wanting to do, but you're holding yourself back for fear that something's bad's gonna happen. You've been delaying something, and then I got the Star that came in. So inner energy is optimism right now. The Page of Cups came in reverse. This is about people see you on the outside as either harder or more weathered for everything you've been through, and there's a reason for it. You've had to cut some people out around you. Making the decision wasn't any easier as a result of that. And your guides are telling me, because this came in reversed, you need to stop being the mercenary. This is like Taurus energy, but it's like when it's reversed, it can be assassin energy, or people that have shot you down for wanting to try something different. You need to shoot them back down, is what I'm hearing. That's all I got.
Wow. First card I pulled was the Death card reversed, and you're refusing to let go of something. You're refusing to let something end, or something is ending, because then you got the Six of Wands reversed. Seeking praise and fame. So you got to let something go so you can get your seeking fame. And then you ended up with the Six of Pentacles reversed. Are you taking something for granted? You may not even be realizing that you're doing it, or someone is taking you for granted with the Six of Pentacles reversed like that. But then you got the Emperor right next to it. So is it someone with position of power or leadership is taking advantage or making you feel bad? And which is making you feel bad because it's making you feel restricted. So there's something that you want to do, but you have to change. The Death card was, Kitty, I love you, but you can't be right there. Go. So the death card is something has to end so that you can get the praise and fame that you're seeking. You're not getting it. What right here, wherever you're at, the position you're at right now, you're not receiving what you need. You're being given less than your worth, is what I just heard from Spirit. And it's someone from an emperor position, someone in a power position that's doing it to you because they're making you feel like you are restricted. And that's, let me see, what's on the bottom? Then you end up with the Hierophant on the bottom, which is also, you're going to be seeing the light soon. That's what I get with the Hierophant. I just heard you'll be seeing the light is going to be coming clear soon for you. I hope that helped.
Got a person from New Zealand.
Wow. A love message. Hey, do you know what's her name? Libby down there in Australia. Linda. She's from New Zealand. Libby is. She lives in Australia, but she's from New Zealand.
So
I watch her.
I got perfect timing. So something is lining up. Like you have literally been making your wishes and wish fulfillment. The universe is letting you know we have heard you. There's a chance for romance. It says love is set to sizzle. The chance for romance is high for those seeking a connection. I also got stillness. Reflect on this moment with love, kindness, and compassion. And then I got breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. So, the universe has heard you and be very specific and detail oriented in the things that you're asking for, and to make sure that you actually want the things that you are telling the universe that you want. And that's what I have for you, Linda. Thank you so much for letting me read for you.
The first thing I heard was practicality, and then I heard something in my poetry prayer about you that had something to do with having to be reliant on people in ways you haven't before. And then when I drew the cards, I got the Six of Cups reverse challenging you, which is, I don't know if it's memory issues or someone around you having memory issues, but you're trying to, and I got this in my poetry prayer too, you're trying to grow old gracefully. And the 5, as I said, is this card that this is what you're in right now. You're trying to fight the battle with aging for some reason. I don't know if you do work in a nursing home or work with other people who actually experience this, who are trying to hold on to their faculties. But this is what I fear it's about. It's that burden. And I don't know, again, if it might be something tied to liver or somebody else. I feel like you're a healer. I feel like you've actually been in medical circles, because subconsciously you bring in this element of hope, and you bring in this element with the Ace of Pentacles. It's a promise or a wish unfulfilled. And I don't know if it's you starting to have memory issues or cognition issues, but the cards get much better than that. And those weren't even that bad, to be honest with you. You get the Page of Wands coming in as your internal energy. There's something you want to do before it's time. You're having to lay the foundation, though. This came in reverse, the Four of Wands. And then you got the King of Wands is where you're sitting right now, in the sense that, where you will be sitting, because this has to do with not having the boundaries that I think had been imposed on you either by some rigidity of growing up a certain way. And then you get the Two of Pentacles that came in, which to me means that something was inequity, or something is hard to juggle right now. Or I don't know if you have balance issues, but that's a problem. And then there's a delay right now. There's something that you've been waiting on to do all of this, and they're saying it's coming. But what they're saying to me is that you need to be very, very careful with your health for some reason. That's what I got for you. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Go ahead.
Nine of Cups also says to be careful what you wish for, so I mean that kind of makes sense there with that too.
Are you done? Oh, I'm sorry. You're reading, Gigi? I didn't.
No, I think it's your turn.
I think it's your turn, Denise.
Yeah.
I
just had to put my 2 cents in,
Oh, okay. Just as long as I know what I'm doing. Just tell me where to go. I'm used to it.
We never know. My brain's like on squirrel mode.
All my life, people have been telling me where to go. Of course, I was a truck driver, so it was the dispatcher. So
right.
I have Linda. You have a lot of endurance. You've had a lot to go through. You've been on a difficult journey, and I get messages for you. I'm getting messages for you. It's a power struggle, and I'm showing you might have something wrong with reproductive organs, a health issue. But your perspective is now you're understanding your path in old and later in life, and that the more fragility that you become, the aging process is so exciting. It's a new adventure every day. But you're feeling alone, but you're not. You have this cute little bat.
That is
the cute little bat. He says, "Don't feel alone. I'm here with you." But you've been playing with fire. So you need to stop playing with fire, because that's not good for you. Because you're not ready for this. It's an unexpected passing. The letter M may have something to do with the not ready for the unexpected passing. Could be. Let me see. It's in a bad, dangerous situation. This don't have nothing to do about love. I asked for love, a love of message. And it more or less tells me that you've been on a road to hell and back. Because the cards don't lie. I might be wrong in my interpretations, but the cards don't lie. Because
the cards don't lie, Miss Cleo.
Don't lie. It's we just interpret them wrong sometimes. But
we can read them wrong.
Yeah, if I read them wrong, it's a celebration. And you experience wisdom from all you've gone through. But it'll be gone soon. The troubles will be gone soon, and you've got childlike energy with that. So soon the problems, your worries the burden will lift. You've been through hell and back. That's all I can say. I can feel it. I hate that when I get that heavy feeling in my chest like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a long road back to herself. It
Yeah.
is kind of.
So bless you.
Thank you, Miss Linda.
Thank Miss Swan.
Thank you. Your silver is so beautiful. She must be talking about my hair.
And then we have Michael Stevens. I would love a message. So I have opportunity, like a golden opportunity coming in for you. And the Six of Wands, is you being victorious and being recognized for the things that you do. I also have declutter. Declutter your life. Let go of correspondence, objects, and people you no longer want. Someone will hurt your feelings and reveal a new side of themselves that you may wish to avoid. So maybe like, oh, you're going to be like that. Take a hike, I also have love. Live your truth and share the love that is in your soul. And then I have star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, and activation. Man, soul bathing sounds kind of nice. I might have to do some star bathing myself. And that is what I have for you, Michael. Thank you so much for letting me read for you.
You like to party, Michael, a lot. Like most of the cards are very good. What I wanted to tell you was, and I also don't know, but for some reason they're showing me a bee, as in a bee sting and an allergy to bees. But what I want to say is that you have the wish fulfilled card come in right in the very beginning, crossed by the Five of Pentacles. I don't know if you've been very successful in risky ventures in life, but this is what this kind of signifies to me. Take that risk if you're not taking it more often, because you're crossed by the Temperance. It's going to be okay. You just need to show a little bit more discretion when you're either drinking or if you're doing something else that you enjoy. Keep doing it. They're telling you not to stop. King of Swords came in the back. You're definitely, I think, in the prime of being in your own authority. You do have some regrets though, but those regrets are crossed by the ability to either numb out, party, and be in a position to enjoy life in ways that other people can't. So your internal energy is feeling guilty for being happy, I think.
Wow.
And then I get Nine of Wands reversed. Again, the liver, if you are drinking, be careful of it. Also, stop taking on the burdens of other people simply because you feel guilty for being you and for being happy, because that's reiterative of this card, and it was reiterative of something else too that it's coming up for you. And then you got the Page of Cups reversed. So this is identity, or maybe you feel like you should have turned over a new leaf and done things differently. And your outcome was the Devil. I'm thinking this is more like transformative in the sense that like you're shackled to certain ways of doing things, but you can give into the gluttony, you can give into that. Or if you have been addicted in the past, and I'm picking up on something like that, what your guides told me was put a fork in it and stop.
Ooh, they get really real.
I don't know. Yeah.
Put a fork in it. You're done.
In it, you're done. That's what I heard.
That's it.
Exactly.
That's the saying. Put a fork in it. I'm done. And I got cautious, suspicious activity. Goes right along with Jeff's reading, I think. And
I like the energy of his cards, but I do worry that it's like in the beginning, though, they were like really good. And then I'm like, oh.
So good.
mine come out with caution. And planning, you got a way of planning things, but you need to come up with an exit plan. Then you got a dilemma. You're in a bad bind, and it's a new situation. Is it a birth related? Have you a new birth in your family, Michael? Are you expecting? Someone else is involved, and it's a pelican. At least it's not a stork. And you're here for you, companion. A friend or a pet is there for you. All you have to do is ask, because you're feeling overwhelmed. It's with a water connection. It could be over water or near water. But be careful, because there's deception, lies and deceptions involved. There's poison. That might be involved with alcohol or drugs or something. It might poison your system. You got to be careful with that. Because the self-critical, hard on yourself, it's showing your digestive issues. Are you by chance a Virgo or? Well, that's now. This is August to September card. So if the issue is it might come out now with your digestive issues. Might be aware. Because then it comes up with chest or stomach. So definitely I'm getting a warning about a health issue coming up. So just be aware of your health issues. It could be indigestion. You could get constipated. It could be ulcers. It could be anything. Just be careful. Oh, no. And it's work connection. Are you stressed at work? Is your job a stressful job? Because you're needing a lack of control. Gosh. But you're being watched over. You have someone from the other side that's watching you. So, talk to them. Ask them for your advice. Especially like before you go to sleep at night. Ask them to come to you in your dreams to give you a message, Michael. That's what they told me. They told me your spirit said to ask them and they'll come to you in your dreams. That's all I have. That broke me out in a sweat.
We have Glenn. Hi, guys, from New Zealand again.
Yeah.
May I have a reading regarding my health and future work, please? So,
should have had that last one I read.
Yeah. I got a year from now that, something's going to take a little while, but a year from now, I feel like you're going to be in much better space. You have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords has his sword of truth. He can cut through any lies, BS, deception. He uses the power of his mind, and, he remains calm in the face of a storm. So, I feel like maybe your mind races a lot, and maybe sometimes you struggle with, letting your thoughts rule instead of you controlling them. I also got jealousy for you. Watch who you trust with your personal secrets and plans. Spend time outdoors with nature to reconnect and replenish. Not everybody that is called a friend really wants, the best for you. And you could be telling them things and then they're, in their mind, like, cursing, the things that you're wanting to do, or something, putting bad juju on it. So there are some things you may just have to keep a secret, keep to yourself. I also have surrender your need to control the outcome. Just be with life in this present moment. So let go of the outcome. Things are going to be how they're going to be. People are going to be who they be. And I also have I'm sorry, defensive. Why are words hard? Defenselessness, riding past wrongs, and uprooting. So, maybe you need to hear that someone is sorry, or maybe you need to tell someone that you're sorry, whether they're here or not. A little forgiveness goes a long, long way. That sounds like my card. It does, huh? And that is what I have for you, Glenn. Thank you so much for letting me read for you.
So, Glenn, did you ever do any type of like archery, anything like that? And I also don't know if you just came off a relationship where it might have been a mutual parting of ways, like a divorce or something. I mean, what I got for you is boundaries. You got the Queen of Wands coming in. For me, that's a big boundary card. Protect yourself. You're doing a good job of that right now, but it might be getting in the way of making plans for the future. I don't know what that could be, if it's business or if it's a relationship. Also, I got the Page of Wands again. I get a lot of Wands cards for you. This to me means you're sitting in the hope of something being brought to you that only you can give yourself, is what they're telling me, because it's a promise unfulfilled. It's in the abstract, but it's still a promise, and it's still something that's coming in for you. Ace of Swords. It was collateral damage recently, but there's this opportunity energy coming in for you too, but not without the cost of something you've had to give up. And then death. So when I tell you that something was given up, something's really going to be gone soon. It's going to have to be part of this change. And you may find yourself making alliances with people that you don't want to for some reason, but the only way to find out is to try, is what they're telling me. And it's like, in this card to me, whether it's reversed or upright is never really bad. It's a little bit less perfect when it's reversed. So I feel like there might be something that hasn't come to light yet to help you understand this. And with the Seven of Swords reversed, try not to self-sabotage this time, is what they're telling me. So with regard to your health, this to me can mean when it comes in reversed, it could be a bad diagnosis, but you got it upright. So I think you might worry obsessively, or you might be obsessive compulsive about something, but there is something you do need to give up health-wise to make yourself feel better. I don't know if you smoke or drink or had to give up something food-wise, but they're telling me you gotta go through with it. And someone will be there to support you, whether it's like Al-Anon or Alcoholics Anonymous or Eaters Anonymous or Weight Watchers, or that's what I'm hearing. I'm done.
Wow. I got drained. You're drained, man. Lack of vitality. That or with someone else in your life. Where's the question? Regarding health. You feel drained. But I think it's because you lost. I think it's an emotional drain. I don't think it's a physical ailment for you. I think it's an emotional that's making you feel exhausted, because a journey, someone could not stay because it was did you lose a spouse, or companion of some kind that was a family member that you felt like you guys were family? Because it's showing that you were drained, but I keep hearing emotion, emotion. So I'm thinking it's more emotional than it is physical, because there was an unbreakable bond you had with someone and it got broke. And it was someone in your family, because it became a very heavy burden. Or you're feeling the breaking is a very heavy burden on you. You're feeling it. Oh, oh my. I feel like you've lost your best friend. And you've got to move past the grievance. You've got to, in order to find peace, you have to move past it because it's just too much. There's a possible journey coming up for you in a vehicle that you may need to take a trip. I want to do some clarifiers on that though. So I'm gonna shuffle and pull some more.
Janice, I'm supposed to ask you about the devil card. What does that mean?
Miss Tarot D, she put up there, she was talking about how this was a marathon reading on my channel and everything. And she wanted to know if you were holding me hostage, and if I was being held hostage, to hold up the devil card. So
Oh gosh.
so I did say so I put up the devil card.
Oh.
So the clarifier is you are being watched over, Glenn. You have a protector. And they're very proud of you. Whoever this is, see, you got the proud peacock. They're proud of you.
We're all holding.
And it's someone older because there's a longevity. It's either someone that you've known for a very long time, or, health-wise, I think you need a brace, you need hugs. And if you can't get them from anybody else, hug yourself.
Touch yourself.
Yeah. Touch yourself. But make sure you use some baby oil or something.
For entertainment purposes only.
Purposes only.
Woo!
And you should see my dog. I've got her covered in baby oil right now.
Oh my gosh. She's a slip and slide.
Maureen, the Miko, would like a general reading, please.
I got a peaceful resolution for you. And the unknown card, which is special and unique to the Crystal Visions Tarot. We're not meant to know everything all the time. It would take some of the zest out of life. And you can look into her crystal ball, but, it's not clear. It's cloudy. So some things need to unfold. And then trust and believe, like, in divine timing. And when you need to know that you're going to know. I also got signs for you. Your future positive direction will reveal itself. Any doubts and confusions will soon disappear. So you just need to give something a little more time to be worked out. You got magnificence. You are amazing, magnificent, and unique. But most importantly, you are enough. And then I got called soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. So it's a higher calling here, and you have to be brave enough to go through this archway or through this portal. I feel like downloads are coming in. You're getting upgraded. It could be quantum leaping, things like that. So that is what I have for you, Maureen. Thank you so much for letting me read for you.
It's hard when you read for people for whom you've already read, especially if you kind of know certain things about them or you remember them, but I'm going to go cold just on what the cards are telling me. One thing I will point out, though, is at the beginning of this, I saw a willow tree. I don't know what that meant, but the willow tree that I saw, before I saw it, there was a bending of a twig on a tree. I don't know if you're fighting with someone right now. I know what I've read on, and I might just let the cards speak for themselves. 10 of Cups came in reverse. This is the happy family reversed. This is, I got the 8 of Wands in the energy you're sitting in right now. So something's coming in fast and furious where you're being forced to choose something. And I kind of feel like it goes against your own understanding of how you would live your life versus how someone else would. And it actually is causing you a great deal of stress to the point where you just want to say, screw it, I don't want to deal with it anymore. You got the 5 of Pentacles. You've been down this road before. You're not in a place where it's completely foreign to you, but it doesn't make it any easier. And you can't, I feel like someone might be asking you for money too, and you kind of have enough to give, but I kind of feel like that's the point here, that you're not a bank. It's not the Bank of Maureen. I think someone's trying to get money from you. I got the 6 of Cups, but things are a lot better. And then I'm getting this card, the Ace of Wands, is what kind of triggered me on both sides of the other cards in the middle that I got. This is what I got in the middle. And it kind of inflected my point of view on the reading. This can be war when it's reversed. It also can be impotence. There's someone that's totally ineffectual around you that's in your family that's like, I want to say a drag on you that you need to be rid of entirely. And I think we've talked about this, but I don't know if it's that person or someone else, because I kind of feel like in the past, subconsciously, you thought maybe there could be a light at the end of the tunnel, but there didn't turn out to be. The 8 of Pentacles reversed. This could be your stomach. It could be hurting, or it could also be like you're kind of like, I just see you sitting there rolling your eyes going like, okay, I don't want to deal with this. It's not laziness. I think it's more of just like resignation to what they've become. You got the 6 of Pentacles, where people take advantage of you is through your charity. You're not going to let that happen again, though, because you've done the meditating on it. Although I think for good, you're going to be rid of this person because you got the 2 of Cups reversed at the end. Something is really wrong here, Maureen, and I don't know who it is, but they're really pissing you off. Because you know how when you take some type of literature in high school, they talk about intro, then they talk about climax and denouement and all this other stuff. I kind of feel like someone just totally let you down, or they couldn't get it up, or like something like that, where they promised something and they couldn't deliver on it. And I kind of feel like
blue pills,
you're at war with somebody right now, and you're going to put a stop to it, Maureen.
He does say it's her mom and she's had enough.
Has she? Okay.
I'm tired of being managed of my kindness.
So it's not who I thought it was then. I thought it was like sibling. That's who I thought it was. Unless I'm confusing you with someone else and you don't have a sibling that I'm thinking of, but
oh my God.
Yeah.
She goes, oh my God, I'm laughing my ass off.
And I
We
don't know.
all are right now.
I don't know if there's a relative of yours named Willow or W something, but they seem to be bothering you too.
50 Shades of Red over here. Instead of gray.
It can be impotence. It can be, though. The Ace of Wands reverse can be impotence.
Right.
I'm so sorry, Maureen. I was sending you energy to deal with the situation.
Literal impotence.
Oh, oh my
She
God.
13 brothers. She is the
Wow.
only girl.
Maybe I was
Oh,
getting
she don't
odd
put up
man
with
out
no
energy.
shit.
Well, her parent, there was an impotency with her parents.
Her dad didn't need the blue pill.
No.
And I have the wonderful Six of Swords reversed. Difficult transition with the King of Swords. Strong mind. Does your mom have a strong mind? She bullies you? She, because, together there could be harmony, but I don't know if it's your mom's a bully because of her illness or because she's just a bully. Because it's causing you to feel like you're in bondage, being with her. Won't her daughter-in-law take care of her?
I kind of feel like she uses that. You're my only daughter. You know,
Yeah.
you're my, yeah.
My daughter, you know how she got out of taking care of me? She died. The bitch. Yeah, I know I'm talking about. She just laughed her ass off. She's
Yeah,
a
she's just like, oh, mom.
Yep, that's mom.
My
Oh, that gave me chills. She loved me.
mom told me I wasn't allowed to go before her.
But my daughter was so much like me. It's scary. She looked like me. She acted like me. So anyway, then I have the Four of Pentacles that came up after the Devil. So your bondage, it's a bondage of family commitment, financial stability. Is your mom needing you financially help, emotionally manipulation? That's definitely the Devil card. The Devil card is definitely, to me, it is unhealthy relationships. And you're needing a fresh start because you got the Fool. It's come up. Boy, where did I learn my English? Came up. Fresh starts, carefree. You're going to have a new start because you got Two of Swords next, which is a decision is going to be made. You got to make, because you got mental conflict with emotional checkpoints on this with the Two of Swords. So whatever it is you've got to make the decision. Trump here. And you got the Four of Swords reverse. I mean, you can't even rest. When you try to rest, your mind won't even let you rest. Or the phone won't let you rest. Or the texting. Someone's always... And there's so much conflict. There's so much power. Your mom has this power over you. But it's deep wounds and it's not healing. The more this goes on, the longer it's going to take you to heal from the manipulation of a parent. I could say at least my mom never manipulated me. You know, she was okay. Of course, she didn't believe in spoiling kids either, but she was okay. So then I get the Hierophant, you're breaking social norms. I don't know where you live, even though I'm a few miles away and they only call me when they want something. Yeah, that gets tiring after a while, don't it? I finally had to say to my mother one time, she always called the bitch about my other siblings. So, brought up earlier in Denise's live. I'm curious, what are you guys getting for that year?
Does you mean Denise Siegel's live? I was
Oh,
watching.
must be earlier the
It's
year.
like,
2032.
I'm on her. Mel B might be a member too. I'm a member of her channel, like
I
not
can't-
a paid member.
I could never predict that far ahead because 2032, I mean, hell, shit changes by tomorrow. I mean, everything is changing so fast. And the Hierophant, it reversed, was the next card, is breaking social norms. You're like being brainwashed, or they're trying to brainwash you. Well, it's your job, it's your responsibility. Well, you got 13 sons, you could get one of them to chip
yeah,
in.
wives or spouse or significant other.
And because of this, they're making you feel like you're a victim and you're tied up. You're torn between feeling like the responsibility of the good daughter who takes care of her mom and takes care of all the things, but yet I hear that the reason no one else does is because they keep saying, oh, Maureen will do it, Maureen will take care of it, just if you let it wait long enough, Maureen will do it. So that's all I have for you, Maureen. I hope that I'm not really that it's not really.
Should I have starred that question earlier the year?
Yeah,
Too?
yeah, because I'm reading on it now.
I missed it.
I
but-
got it.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My brain is. So I guess that's the next question,
We got
actually.
Crystal. Who is Mel B?
Yeah, because she asked
Spice
that.
Girl. Mel B is a Spice Girl.
Yes. Very spicy.
She's a spice. What is a Spice Girl? The singers?
They were like from.
I know the singers.
1997, 98. There was Mel B. She was a
Was she
singer in the
Scary
Spice Girls.
Spice or
Oh,
I think she was Scary Spice. I think.
wow, 1930.
I think a lot of people are going to be transitioning soon off this planet. I'm going to tell you why. And I did a poetry prayer in my own mind, but I got the Hangman reverse. We're still in transition, or it's if you want to call it what it is, it's being hung out to dry on the cross. There's a delay still in terms of getting justice, and this mentality that we're in now is going to be worse, is what I'm getting. That the ideas of what is right and what is wrong are going to be more twisted. Wheel of Fortune, we can't avert it. We're on our way now, and we're going to be sitting in it. In the past, we kept our heads in the sand. The light of one that should have been upright, we didn't look at things as they were. Basically, it echoes everything she says. Which are the okay? So then, Four of Pentacles, either destitution or some sort of issue with regard to what people do and how they value themselves in a new economy, potentially. Six of Pentacles might have, like, since there won't be as much of a gig economy, we might be turning tricks, because even though that's not fraud, it'll be more legal, I'm hearing, in more states. Four of Swords, indifference or meditation might be the saving grace that we do have. And then the Tower came
Boy.
Sorry, guys. The Tower came in the outward position, so everything is still crumbling around us. That's what I take that to mean. The hope and fear in all of that is still misery and heartache. The hope might be that we get our hearts broken. That might be the best thing that could happen. Or the worst could be, this can also be heart attacks and people leaving the earth So between this card and then the card at the beginning, near the beginning of the reading with the hangman, that's death. And these are people who are exacting justice, who want to see us leave the earth, feeding into Denise's idea about, which is, I don't disagree with, where they want a mass purge because they're fearful of climate change. And Mark Zuckerberg is building a bunker all in Palo Alto for a nuclear thing. And then you've got whatever. And then the outcome, there is something new coming. I know Whimsy calls this the green economy card, but something's coming in that's going to be needed to be tended to. I don't know if it's the growth of a new type of economy that's more agrarian, where people live off the land. But yeah, I'm reaffirming everything she's getting. I just don't know about the timetable now. Like if we're starting into it now and it's just going to get incredibly worse for an indefinite period of time before it turns around all of a sudden, because all the cards up to that point were pretty bad, or at least how I saw them. I mean, 1 major, 2 majors, 3 majors at least, 4 majors, the Tower, the 3 of Swords. Yeah, those cards were awful.
So guys and angels are saying we just have to wait. I got the unknown card. Again, this is special and unique to the Crystal Visions Tarot. So, things just have to be worked out, unfold a little bit more. I got 3 of Wands, which is another, we're waiting to see what's going to happen. And 4 of Swords, a period of recuperation. We need to rest. We need a break is what I'm hearing here, like literally need a break. And it's a time, from here to now to reinvent yourself, and you may have to do it multiple times. A transformation is taking place. Enjoy a new lease of life. I feel like we are going to have to adapt and be flexible and going with the flow, which doesn't come natural to everybody. It definitely doesn't to me. So I'm a type of person, I like control, but I'm learning the older I get, the more it's better for me to go with the flow. But that is what I have. And I mean, 7 years down the road. So a lot of different, like Denise was saying earlier, a lot of things can happen by tomorrow. So I think some things are really going to be shocking, though, is what my guides are saying. And that's what I have. Thank you so much for your question, Melby.
I got pretty much what they did, but mine was more on a spiritual level.
Okay.
We're going to have a lot of introspective going on, and I think we've already started it. A lot of us have already started our introspective. Jeff was talking early in the show about preparing, and we all need to be preparing because it's not safe right now for entertainment purposes only. We joke around here, but we have to joke around, otherwise we'll all be freaking insane.
Yeah.
Okay? It's just, we have to make jokes. We have to put a lighter side so that we can all stay sane. And it took me years to get sane, so I don't want to go back to the earlier days of my insanity. Hey, I take my pills every month. Or every day, and they keep me going. Hard, Professional material success, strong provider. I don't see where this King of Pentacles comes in the future. It might be someone now who's probably trying to stop what's happening. King of Pentacles.
Oligarch.
You think they're trying? I think they're trying. They've realized what they have. When they opened Pandora's box, the 7 of Cups came out. and they're now trying to figure out how to tame the Seven of Cups, because we're on the Wheel of Fortune.
Oh, you think some of them didn't even realize what they were going to be doing when they went in? Like they had no idea they were going to create such a shit show?
Yeah, I don't think they realized how dangerous he really was. I don't think they were aware. They didn't do their research.
That's funny, because I think the people behind him are more dangerous than he is, if you can even believe that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're the ones that are running everything right now. He ain't running nothing. He's barely able to get up
But I
and
mean,
put his
I think
diapers
since
on.
he got convicted,
They're
he is
pulling
more
the
dangerous.
strings.
You're right.
The people that are pulling the strings are even worse.
I don't, and this, him being around, I don't see him being past 6 months. That's just my entertainment purposes only.
I put a video on my page just now that just came out about an hour ago about someone saying that he might not be here 6 to 8 months from now.
And see, and I did a prediction last week, I think it was. I gave him is either 3 days, 3 weeks, or 3 months. And at this point in time, I don't. As bad as his health is, my family has got health disease. I mean, I fight health. Tomorrow Monday I go to the cardiologist. And I just don't feel it, guys. The Knight of Pentacles is straightforward, simple, direct. It's stable, but for who? I think in 2020 or 2032, I think the whole world's going to be freaking different, and it'll be the death of what we know.
Did that card came in as the outcome?
Yeah.
Well, you don't read like I do, but wow. That's fucked. Yeah.
That was the end card.
I think a lot of people are leaving the earth.
Well, it's the ending of a lot of things by 2032. We're Democrats are going to be Democrats, independents are going to be independents, and Republicans are. Everything is going to be totally.
And that's why I think there's this inversion now of right and wrong.
Yeah.
Because all those paradigms are going, but that can mean to me something bad too. Like there's lawlessness everywhere, and we're gonna
right
kill
now
them.
it's like, honest to God, it's like being in the cowboy days.
Yeah.
So us who are recluses, we have our reasons for being recluses. Mm-hmm. Ask my ancestors about paternal grandma. I know nothing about her. I will be satisfied with the first question if you press for time. No, tonight I feel pretty good, y'all. Sometimes by Saturday night I'm just beat, but
I took a long sleep yesterday. So I have There's Something Better for You that came through. I have the Six of Wands. So you're going to be victorious. I feel like you're going to figure things out. I have reflection. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. And I have intuition. Trust your intuition. It's a great time to learn a new skill, change careers, or invest money. And then I also have lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. And as far as you said, your paternal grandma,
yeah,
she says, what's coming through, she says, it doesn't matter if you don't know who she is, if you don't know her name, you can call to her through your blood. Is literally what she's saying to me here. You can ask I feel like she might be one of your guides. is kind of what I'm feeling here as well. And, we don't always know. Sometimes they reveal themselves to us. But is she First Nations or what we would call Native American here? Or.
Yeah, I'm getting some element of that too. That's funny.
Because the way she said you can call to her through your blood, and through, I know that she died when my dad was little, that she was an alcoholic Caucasian. Oh, okay. This may be on a different side than if she wasn't Native American, but because it kind of feels like she's ashamed and doesn't really want to come forward. I maybe, due to being an alcoholic, I feel like she abandoned a lot, like couldn't show up, couldn't take care of, her children, her family. That's kind of coming through. So to me, it's like she's kind of turned where she's not facing, which for me says that she is holding on to shame and guilt.
I don't think you were told the whole story.
Yeah.
I think that something was held back from you. I also think, give me a second here because I want to pull these all in. I think something was written a certain way to make it look like she died one way, but in reality she didn't. And I also think that she died so quickly that they couldn't formally investigate it. And I'm wondering if there's an element of suspicion to her passing. I got the Ten of Pentacles, which was, the family had its reputation to maintain or whatever. And then I got the Knight of Wands. Some interloper came in and I think made it worse. If she had some sort of problem, and when I get answers before I read, I hate when I assume things, but I'm reading what you're writing back. I'm wondering if she had some sort of connection to somebody that was addicted to something that brought something new in. And I think it was a harsh judge. This is the Apocalypse card too, by the way, people, the Judgment reversed. This is also a harsh judgment. I kind of feel like she might have been the black sheep or cast aside. That's why you don't know so much about her, because everyone's afraid to talk about her. Mm-hmm. The Eight of Wands, again, I think when you're standing in your own truth, but you can't acknowledge it, this is a spiritual message from her to you, I'm hearing. When you're standing in your own truth, but you can't acknowledge it, the only one that you're ultimately gonna hurt if you step out of it is if you don't step out of it is you. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, the lack of sovereignty. I feel she was a slave in some way to somebody to get what she needed to stay kept or to stay happy as an alcoholic. King of Pentacles, that was someone lording something over her. Page of Pentacles reversed, there was a very corrupt situation around her. I don't know if it was her family or if it was the guy she was involved with, but I keep getting that. There were things that she knew about her family that could have been damaging that had nothing to do with her. And then in the end, this came in reverse, which is like a mercenary death. She was sacrificed too early.
Yeah.
I feel like she went out too early, and I don't feel like she was ready to die. Even if she had an inkling, I think she was a happier sort of person than the cards in the end would represent.
And what I heard was they tried to erase me from history.
Yeah.
To eat. Like, that's literally what she said when you were, I got chills. I can't remember what you were saying exactly, but they try and they've done a good job of it, but she's happy that someone is wanting to remember her. Have you done like an ancestry or anything like that, Crystal? I wonder if paternal grandma's death influenced my late Aunt Carmel's suicide.
Actually, I was waiting for Jeff to finish what he's doing because
Mhm.
I was good because I while
Your
you
gran-
all
yeah,
go ahead.
your grandmother is telling me that these messages that I got tonight are for you. But I, at the same time that you asked that question, Crystal, about I wonder if paternal grandma's death, I got a yes,
Mhm.
and there it goes again.
And she's tried finding out info about her, but she's
Yeah,
hitting a brick wall. She's hitting a brick
I
wall.
did get a no twice on this. This is my no. I wonder if paternal grandma's death influenced my aunt Carmel committed suicide. What is that?
Is it Aunt Carmel?
Was it our Aunt
Carmel,
Carmel?
Carmel?
Hard no.
committed the S word. You don't want to say it.
Look at it. It's going to smash me.
Entertainment purposes only, YouTube.
Yeah.
Look at that. So, I'm going to go no on that question, Crystal, but I'm going to go yes on that was your grandmother trying to tell me stuff about her. Fatima at
Thank
9:11.
you, Fatima.
Good
Crystal
night.
at
Good
9:11.
night, Fatima.
Good night, Fatima.
And Crystal, what I pulled up when I went into talked with Gellick, Kathy, and Nancy, those are my guides and angels. She told me she was 32 years old when she passed away,
Mm.
and she was in a very abusive relationship,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
and she just never felt any way out, and she just gave up hope. She just died from a broken heart. She just gave up. Because after a while, your addictions can do that to you.
Mm-hmm.
When you
Or
can't,
if you get sober, it can do it to you too because you feel things more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought like she ran
That's
away from home and died, like.
good night, Fatima. Yeah, that's all the questions we got. Oh, we've been on over 2 hours.
Judith was on with Allie last night, and we never got to her question. Judith, do you have a question?
But I wonder, Crystal, if you could do like, I did like my ancestry thing, where you spit in that tube and it has like brought people out like on my it showed my dad was my dad, but I didn't meet him until I was 26 years old, but because, I wonder if you could find out that way. Sometimes they have documents and stuff, marriage certificates, things, birth certificates, like for your father. I'm sure her name would be on that somewhere.
Judith, you have a question you would like us to answer? She says, this is Crystal. Was my grandpa abusive towards grandma? Is that why she ran?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really think so.
Which was, I don't know if he really was abused by him. She was abused. Huh?
All right, I just calibrated Pendy again. Was her grandmother abusive towards? Was her grandfather
Grandfather,
towards grandma?
yes, was her grandfather abusive towards her grandmother?
I'm getting yes.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I got a yes.
I got a big yes. A very mean, hard, cold man.
Is that what caused her to run away? Is that what caused her to run away because of abuse? Yes, and it's getting a big one.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like she ran away with someone. Like someone had to help her.
Yeah, back in them days, you figure women didn't have no resources. That we were at the mercy of men.
Verbally abusive.
and physically and verbally, we were
I got
just
verbal. I didn't
we
get
were
this.
mercy at our parents, our brothers, our we were classified along with the dog.
He ruled with an iron fist, is what I just heard.
Yeah. Judith wants to know, what do you see for me for the rest of August and September, if you can, please? Yeah, there was, Crystal. There wasn't any
Mm-mm.
resources like that. And a lot of women, if they went home to their families, they would tell them, well, you married him and you made that bed, you lay in it. My mother said that many a times.
Yeah, Trump's trying to take those away too.
Yeah.
Those,
I don't want to go back. I lived during the time where abortion was illegal. We didn't have bank accounts. We weren't allowed to have a job unless somebody signed for us.
You can't vote.
We couldn't vote. I mean,
Pete Hegseth doesn't want women to vote. Yeah. Oh my God.
and that's what they want to take us back to, guys. And I just don't. Jeff, I'm right with you. If it comes right down to it, I'll pack a bag and take my dog and my cat and go in the car and just head north. And hopefully Canada will take me.
I believe that's where Crystal is from, is Canada, if I remember right. Judith, I have success for you. So I don't, of course, I don't know what you're up to, but whatever you put your hand, heart, and mind to, you will be successful. You have the Two of Swords, so you have to make up your mind on something. And, the swords here are balanced. So, she is calm in her mind. And, sometimes we just have to take the blindfold off and be willing to look at things so that we can make the best decision for ourselves. I got your free spirit. To be a free spirit is to float without walls, to fly without judgment, and to love without conditions. And I also got major life change. Time is right for major life changes, as a new lifestyle or location brings great joy and a trouble-free existence. Yep. And then I also got, I remember, soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. So, before you were ever born, in this lifetime, you chose to live here, to be here now, to have these experiences. So sometimes we forget, and then it feels like deja vu when things happen or unfold. And that is what I have for you, Judith. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. I have heard that they are. Oh.
Hey, Judith, your outcome card is far better than the cards. I would just watch your ankles, because this card rules the ankles. I don't know if you have ever fallen or twisted your ankle. What I want to say first is that with the 9 of Swords that came in reversed and then the 10 of Swords, I think for you more than anything right now, this is about coming into a place where you're just about done. You've had it with the stress that you're under right now. I kind of think that you're ready for the healing. I think the next few months are going to be good, because the third card I got was the 3 of Cups. And I think that's a cycle you're in right now. What I also heard too is, I don't know if you've ever held a bayonet, or you've ever gone to like a medieval festival, or you've ever wanted to take target practice, but they're telling me you might want to do that. I did get the Ace of Swords reversed. I kind of feel like someone is in the way right now who might have got hurt by some of the words you might have said inadvertently, or you did. You weren't, for the longest time, this was upright in the past, but you're not feeling that right now. You're kind of feeling more low than you felt in a long time, I'm hearing, and I'm sorry about that. The 7 of Swords came in reversed. You're afraid you're going to self-sabotage with all the things that you're doing. I don't know if you've given any thought to, I don't know if you're trying to quit smoking or some sort of addiction, but that's what I was told. Five of Swords came in reversed. So this is about, what do you call it? To me, when it's upright, it's about reclaiming something that was yours or stealing it. When it's reversed, I mean, the Five of Swords is about disarmament or lay your weapons down. And when it's reversed, you're done fighting. You pretty much have had enough of something. Seven of Wands, you've dug your heels so far into something. I kind of feel like everyone around you kind of feels that you aren't willing to change, but I don't think that that's the issue. I think that with the Devil that came in and the hope and fear, I think you're just more or less wedded to some ideas that unfortunately have proven to be true through codependence or through the relationships you might have had. But then you got this card at the end, which tells me it's a brighter day. So I'm kind of thinking like there's something that's being put to rest in the next few months that might have been painful. But I also think it's a period of healing for you because, as I said, the 10 of Swords reversed can be about like chakra healing, things like that. So that's what I have for you, Judith.
Have you read yet, Gigi?
Yeah, I went first.
Okay. I have a masculine presence is pertaining to what I see for August. There's a male image. Oh God, I'm getting tired. Okay, we gotta quit reading soon.
Okay.
When I can't even,
It's the last one.
when I can't even say the words. I'm picking up a male energy who has hazy judgment that's around you. And you're searching for truth on this person. An assistance is there for you, whether it's someone or resources. You're doing an investigation. And don't worry, you're protected. You're safe on this venture that you're going on with this person that you're trying. Because whoever you're doing it for, they appreciate it. I hope that made sense to you because sometimes spirits just tell me things and make no sense to me, but they usually will to whoever I'm reading to. Mm-hmm. So, Judith, did that make any sense? Help. Or rewatch and listen again. Yeah. Thank you, Jeff and ladies.
Very welcome.
You're welcome, Judith.
So,
stairs can be ruthless. Boy, I am a clumsy person.
So, Judith, did any of that make sense? If not, re-listen and then leave comments in the playback so I'll know. Medication. It's time for my medication.
I already took this is temazepam, which is the same as Restoril for sleep.
Oh, I have to take Tylenol PM. I take 2 of them.
Those work too. Temazepam doesn't work as well as the Simply Sleep or the Tylenol PM, but it gets me like.
I forget what I take.
Yeah,
I take Melantoa too. Otherwise, I'll be up. I won't sleep. Period. And I heard other people aren't sleeping either.
I have to do a muscle relaxer.
You do?
To be able to sleep.
What's the muscle relaxant's name?
Oh crap! You put me on the spot. Let me see. You asked a hard
I
question.
gotta go take my night pills.
Let me look.
Thank you, everybody who's in the chat.
Thank you guys.
Thank
And
you.
if you haven't signed up to our channels, please do. Gigi, we're trying to get her over 500, and she's already dreamt that she was at 538.
I did. That was such a weird dream.
So that's an omen. So and Jeff, he's just killing it.
I think
Jeff's
it's
just
called
killing it.
Robaxin.
Oh
But
yeah.
It's the generic for it, of course. And then I take Seroquel to sleep.
Oh my God, I'm so jealous. Is that also known as quetiapine fumarate?
Uh-huh.
I love that medication.
Yeah.
My dad used to take that and I used to steal it.
I was on Trazodone, but it would make me feel like a zombie. So
You're welcome, Crystal.
Medication. In the morning though, you're like, "Ugh." Yeah.
After my back surgery, they had me on muscle relaxers.
yeah. Back in the day, I was on one called Soma, and I loved the Soma. People were abusing it. So
For
and
entertainment purposes
yeah,
only.
for entertainment. Let's talk about our drugs.
And they're all legal. We all do legal. We don't do illegal. It's all legal.
We could be dead soon anyway.
Have
We'll
a
be
good night,
dead
everybody.
soon
Love
anyway.
y'all. We're going to end the stream. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Subscribe, it's free. Highlight the bell to get notifications and thumbs up. Make comments on replay. I want you to have love, light, and laughter in your life every day. Because if you love and shine light on it, it brings laughter into your life.